guys, we are back, and this is the first in the mini-series videos that well, second technically in the mini-series videos that I promised about body image and things we can do sort of on a spiritual level. And so this one is going to be for the realm of the mind. If you haven't watched the introduction video, please do so, because this may not make sense otherwise. So we talked about the realm of the mind being one of the key problem areas to do with how we view ourselves, and this being the rational, irrational perception that we have of ourselves. And it often comes through, in my honest belief, flooding of media, and then there are personal things to back it up, images of what we should look like as women. And there is a really nasty culture that develops around women's body types. It's funny because it's actually seemingly this is coming up as a topic. I've seen a couple of people discussing this morning, and I was like, it must be the energies. There must be energies in the world right now where this is a thing and we are looking at it. I'm looking at it for two reasons. One, it was requested, and two, it's something that I am going through myself. So, you know. So in the realm of the rational mind, which is not rational at all, we all think we should look like this. So I just basically tore out a picture of a very skinny looking woman in a very ugly outfit, as it happens, out of a magazine. Magazines are key examples. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about this, right? Because growing up I always loved fashion. I know. But I'm a girly girl, and I've lost a lot of that because of weight gain, and not completely, but I feel like I've had that taken away from me a little bit, because I don't feel like dressing up anymore. and that's a shame, really, because we kind of, in our minds, we think, you know, I shouldn't dress up anymore, I shouldn't, because I don't look sexy or whatever, so F it. And that becomes a thought process in our minds. There's an emotional side to it as well, but that becomes something within our heads. And I think the fashion industry has a lot to answer for. It's my personal belief that they want as close to human coat hangers as they can get. If they could get wires walking down the catwalk, they would, and it presents a really unhealthy body image. So what do we do? What can we do in a everyday thing? Well, first and foremost, take any picture, and now if you have a real problem with who you used to be, take a picture of who you used to be. Or if this is the sort of thing that really bothers you, have a picture and just, are you ready? Are you ready? Oh, that's a shame. Oh, gone. Oh, yeah. Ugh, yeah. Pieces. What a shame. Oh, gone. Or, now, I'm not mad. The physical act of ripping up an image that you have implanted in your brain as being, you know, acceptable. Images like this that are making you feel bad, tear them up, rip them up. Use your energy to be like, nope, rip, bin, or flush down the toilet, or burn, you know, whichever. And you're actually using forms of magic in doing that, because you are rejecting that as an image, you are tearing that up, destroying its destructive magic, and then you are releasing that negative feeling, that negative logical rational thing in your head, which is like, and if you do this frequently enough, it will start to reprogram how you have been programmed already, and it's something that can be quite cathartic as well. It's like, and you know, rather than letting all that anger get pent up about it, it's like, rip. I mean, that's more of the emotional side. We'll go into that some more in the next video. I might do it one a day, because I've done some videos today already. So as you're ripping or cutting up, you can just be like, this is not who I want to be. This is not who I am anymore. And say these things to yourself every single day. Even if you can't rip a picture up every day, do it in here. You know, I'm gonna rip that image up. That's not who I am. You are not having my mind anymore. Rip, 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 rip. In some senses, the realm of the mind can be the most easily dealt with, because it's, I think, personally, easier to reconsider rational ideas than it is emotional ones, which might come from more of an irrational place. And by doing that tearing up of something, then you start to deal with the realm of the mind. You can even talk to yourself, talk your brain into rational, logical pursuits, you know. If you study anything to do with history and women, then you'll understand that the way that the female body is perceived has been control throughout time. And these women that are presented as ideal are giving us a unachievable goal to keep a lot of women trapped, and that keeps them buying books, going to diet clubs, this, that and the other. It keeps a lot of things in industry, and it's a very, it might be a cynical way of looking at it, but it's honestly how I feel about it. And if you tell yourself these things every day, you know, I'm not going to be a cog in the machine of someone making money off this image. This is not who I want to be. And I honestly think it helps to write these things down every single morning. Even if you write 5 things down every single morning. So, do I have I don't have a pen. I do, but it's right over the way. Nope, I have a pen over here. Woo! Right, so I will not be a cog in the machine. You know, I'm not built to be a stick. I don't think that seeing bones is attractive. You know, whatever things like this. Now, I understand that there is a mentality where all this stuff often gets said, and then there's a flip side of it, and people are like, oh, it's been used to justify being overweight. We're not justifying being unhealthy, we're not justifying being overweight. What we're doing is putting our minds in a mindset where we want to get to the place that is correct and healthy for us, and not abiding by sticks, and unless you are naturally a stick, in which case, you know, stay healthy. But yes, so you have to find a balance within yourself, being honest and truthful with yourself about how much, you know, how you need to change your life in little ways, and little ways are often cited as being the best. So changing little bits every week, little targets every week, rather than huge goals all in one go, which means you often break down. Now, I wanted to mention as well some crystal-y type things. I've been using quartz, and particularly this, which is my go-to healing cluster, which is a mix of quartz, snow quartz or milky quartz, and strawberry quartz. And I've been very, very drawn to strawberry quartz again this week. And they're relatively inexpensive, strawberry quartz, as a tumble stone. Watch my other video, there's some in there. Alright, and shameless self-publicising. So this as a crystal has really, really helped me with its energies to do with balancing self. There are loads of crystals you can use to help balance yourself, but if you wanted to do like in the mornings or in the evenings or whatever, and you just take 5 minutes of your day just to hold a crystal like this, or hold a tumble stone of quartz, selenite might be a good alternative. That's quite particularly if you're a woman. but you know, strawberry quartz is my crystal right now for sort of healing work. And just sort of hold it, and maybe hold it in your here, right? And you just, you know, say these things to yourself that you need to hear every day, these 10 things. I'm not who the media wants me to be. I want to be healthy, not, you know, not underweight. I don't want to hurt my body. I want to heal my body. I want my body to be healed in a healthy manner, so I'm not overweight and I'm not underweight, and I find a healthy balance. You know, I am beautiful. I am as the god and goddess intended. I will find a way to incorporate fun and joy into this process. So I will eat foods that I enjoy, but keep a calorie content. I will do exercise that I enjoy and get healthy that way with that crystal. And this crystal really, the smoky quartz or quartz, or you know, really helps me just to balance myself and feel more balanced within. And what I think I will do at the end of the week is I will do a meditation with some of these key ideas. Just I will write it down, hang on. If this pen works, I'm pretending to write earlier. So we will do a meditation at the very end of the week to incorporate these ideas. So if you want a guided meditation, there will be one at the end of the week. But that's just a few ideas for the realm of the mind. And the basic idea of this is that the realm of the mind is most easy, in my opinion, to reprogram, because you write these things down like lines, you know, like you learning things, and you write it down and it goes in, and you get to that point. And literally the destruction magic of something, getting rid of something, the tearing up of something, the physical act of putting your energy into something is sort of echoed in the universe, and you can keep doing it until it gets in there. And I understand 100% how difficult this can be, because I'm going through it myself. So, and verbalize only positive things, right? This is the last and final point. Because what we verbalize and what we allow and what we say becomes a part of us. We are spiritually inclined people, so we understand the power of our words. And if we are putting ourselves down, if we are calling ourselves names, if we are referring to ourselves as ugly or whatever, that sort of, not only does it negatively impact on our minds and our emotional states, because all of these do interplay into one another, but we allow that to continue. You know, there's been a lot of these posts, what you allow will continue. And that's true about how you talk and visualize yourself. So every day, you know, visualize yourself being who you want to be, and be realistic with that, obviously. Just visualize yourself in a healthy state, surrounded by a green glow. You know, say to yourself every day, you know, I am beautiful and I will become healthy, and believe those things until you manifest those in your life. So that's going to be it, I think, for the realm of the mind. If there are any questions, pop them below. If there are any suggestions, feel free. And many blessings.